Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Woo! It's been a good one. It's been a good one today, but futures are a little bit red right now. So. What am I doing? What is happening, bro? Bro? How are we doing tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Good day? Do we have a good day today? Let's take a look back at those futures because they are very, very volatile right now. It's a little crazy out here on Wall Street. Am I getting clapped? Am I getting clapped a little bit? Hold on, are they playing me right now? Okay. We're good. We're good to go. We're good to go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. What are the futures looking like? Yeah, down almost 1% on the NASDAQ. Almost 1%. Yo, me too. Chris, Win Lambo, Dan the Man, Wubio the Cooker Spaniel. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, young Biden. 24 the Money. Julie, Keith, Vlog, Edward Morgan. Hey, what's it look like today? A little red on the futures. Oil is coming back up. So for everybody that does have some oil trades still, could get really interesting here. Hello, Julie Miller. Why are they red? Is that good or bad for AMC? It's not necessarily a good thing on a day-to-day basis. Like it's not a good thing the futures are red for tomorrow, but it is good in the sense of what I've been saying on this channel for a long time is you need to see this happen to see those forced liquidations when the margin calls come. Because ask yourself just this simple question. Do you think we are closer to seeing margin calls turning into forced share liquidations now comparatively to 6 months ago? Do you think hedge funds have more or less money now than they did 6 months ago? I think the credit squeeze that we've been seeing and the fact the markets have been going down. Like if you were invested in Russia, clapped. Invested in China, clapped. Europe, they're getting clapped too. We've actually been holding up the best. But I mean, Europe's even heading for a recession this year. I think we are too, but still. So, what up, T? Sorry, I ain't been on much. The missus had surgery and she's too damn needed. Oh, damn, bro. My sister just had surgery too. That's crazy. 2022 has been a weird one so far. Definitely for me. Do you think Mullin's run is over? No. Mullin's a good one. I like Mullin. Even here, the market cap is not that high. I mean, when you're thinking about $85 million for an EV company, no, I don't think that's over. And they are one of the most shorted companies on the exchanges. Mullin. Yeah, but it looks good though. You know, but you're not seeing that explosive move. Like you really haven't seen a huge candle. Like it's 39%, you know, it's decent, but it's not like a huge candle. Like it's not something that really sticks out. we're definitely on a healthy uptrend, though. That's for sure. But, you know, I think when it comes down to mullin, it was forgotten about. I mean, for probably good reasoning, considering the market dynamics we've been facing. But to see the valuation at what it's at, I mean, I still think there's more to go. And from what I could tell, like if you look at stock twits, I made a video about mullin today. It didn't get much views. I guess people don't like hearing about mullin. That's okay, because I think there's opportunity. But like in the video, I just pulled up mullin for a minute, and then I was talking and all that, checked back, and there was almost 1,000 new posts within, it was like a 5-minute time period. So I think a lot of it is really just FOMO, you know, that's happening right now. I really don't see any signs of shorts covering. Yeah, when is mullin earnings? March 29th. Yeah, if they talk about their cargo fleet deliveries and all of that. Cheese Chaser, what is up? Win nanny. Perfect timing. Yo, when am I getting a nanny? Huh? She just runs me. That's okay. She's the boss here. Okay. Say go. Yeah, but futures, they were down about 1% on the Nasdaq. Now 0.80%. So it's not too terrible. Oil is up decently. 2.25% on oil. Brent crude up 2.17%. Natural gas does its own thing. It's down 1%. Asia, HSI down 1.14. Shanghai is actually positive. Yeah, it says Hong Kong's Hang Seng falls almost 2% as volatile week continues. So it's kind of recovered here, which is good. We'll see how it goes. Tomorrow is the big expiration. Hold, apes, hold. Gas price is so high, Rona stopped traveling. Yeah. Gas is ridiculous. And now, you know, I'm like, man, the price at the pump has not moved, but oil has come down quite a bit. I don't know. I don't know exactly how that works, though. How much do it cost for Hycroft to extract an ounce of gold from their Nevada location? Well, we'll get a rough estimate here. Gold reserves are finite, and pulling new gold out of the ground can be very expensive. In fact, it is common to hear industry insiders cite $1,200 as the all-in cost for mining a single ounce of gold. What? Wow. The salaries of gold miners in the U.S. range from, with a median salary of $48,000, the middle 60% gold miners. Okay. Oh, what was I talking about? Geez, so that's really high. I mean, there's profit there because gold's almost $2,000 an ounce, but that's, I mean, I guess that's decent, but, you know, like I said on the live stream, I believe 2 live streams ago, mining, really anything but, you know, gold and silver is all about efficiency. That's it. But Nevada has most of the gold in America. I didn't know that. I thought it was going to be like California or something. 4.1 million ounces of gold reserves. Yeah, it just Nevada alone represented 78% of U.S. gold and 5% of the world's production. See, I watched too much Gold Rush, and I thought all the gold was in California and Alaska, but no, nope, they fooled me. Finish. All right, born there, Nevada. Lots of gold and silver. The Comstock, yeah, they're loaded. Oh, what'd you say, Cameron? Already up 1,000% on Mullin. Got in before any YouTubers start pumping it. 2 cents. Oh, 52 cents. 100K in Mullin. I only put in 10K. There you go. Yeah, that was at the lowest point. That was at was that the close of the day right here, February 24th. I got in the next day, believe it or not. I got in this day. The low was 65 cents. The high was 84. So I got in right here, February 25th. It's been good. It's been good. But, I think it's possible we could chill out a little bit. But, I don't really see us going back down to those low prices. So I might grab a grip of HYMC. Yeah. I mean, I think given the market cap on it, 90 million last I checked. What did they do today? I didn't even look. Damn, GameStop. What the hell? Oh, yeah. They did. Geez, 10% in after hours. Yeah, the market cap down here must have been really low. Really, really low. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Yeah. Cheese chaser. That sounds pretty relevant to the name. Said if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Yeah, AMC did not play along today. At all. Yeah, you guys see this? Russia warns the United States, we have the might to put you in your place. I'm like, what does that mean? Man, we be up hard on Mulligan, my guy. I got it. Average up to 91 cents. Thank you, bro. You didn't give financial advice. You gave me the pill to fall down the rabbit hole. Thanks, brother. Yeah, it's I think the opinions are pretty valuable. A lot of people just talk about companies. I try to provide a thesis to it, and with Mullin, it was very simple. Company that has a facility that is, has 29,000 pre-orders. Like an EV company for less than 100 million market cap doesn't even sound right. Like you really can't find anything else on the public markets that is a full-on EV company that has a market cap less than 100 million. At least I can't. Or I would buy it just because. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, how is today though? Do you guys have any plays you're gonna be looking at? How's the overall commodity picture look? Gold down a 0.25%, silver down. Is that 0.5%? Palladium's the only one that's up. 3%. Soybean almost 1%. Corn down a little bit. Cotton up a little bit. Oh, look at the rates though. Look at the treasuries. Jeez. Bloody futures. Hopefully Mullin still run. Yeah, I remember the one day, like everything was red besides Mullin was up like 20 something percent. So it's definitely possible. PIK, I seen that one earlier, but I don't know what was going on with it. It was wild looking. Yo, kiddo. Yeah, nutty. Stop, butthead. Win new all-time high in AMC. I mean, tough call, but I think we'll see the next rally by see the MOS by summer, fall. Go take my hat. Get your baba. When will Mulligan get more options? So, typically, a stock will get more options. Like depending on how it moves, and I'm sure that's not what you were asking. Like if it goes up so much, then you'll get more options. Really, whenever they want to. But as far as like if you're looking at the longer dated options. Like the 2024s, those just came out not too long ago, but probably halfway through the year you'll get 2025s, a little bit more than that. It's usually about 2 years out, so 2.5 years. But there's no actual day, like a set day that I'm aware about that they issue more, or will like go up to a Mulligan $20 strike or something. It's all if the market makers want to, or if the price of the stock does go up, because they have to have options with stocks now. There's too much risk with shorting and just going long in stock to not have options, because options are protection. That's the only thing options were made for, is protection, like insurance. Just some very expensive insurance sometimes. Like options now are so expensive. They used to be very cheap. Options, like even up until like 2015, 2016, even like 2017, 2018, even 2019, it was a lot cheaper. But after 2020, the implied volatilities just went crazy, and now everybody wants an arm and a leg for options. You used to be able to get really good deals. Market makers that create the options, yeah. Yep. That's where like what was it when what's it? GameStop, AMC, both of those, like the price of the stock actually went higher than the whole entire option chain, and then they had came out with options. I think that was AMC. Maybe it was GameStop, one of the two, and then they had to bring out options on it. But yeah, they control that. Unfortunately, they control everything. Fuckers. Do you think we need to hit 250 to get the other in the money for Gamma? It'll probably help. It'll probably help. I mean, I think you definitely would for a like a full-on gamma squeeze. I'm not sure exactly what the actual numbers are. I looked at it earlier, but I didn't see. Yeah, so by tomorrow, the $2.50, 32,000 for open interest. So it's definitely a decent amount. Break even on that would be 275. So you really have to get higher than the break even, and 275. Probably the average might be like a $3 break even on that. You know, because if you sell, or if you bought this, the market makers would have to basically hedge out before the break even. So factoring in the premium as well. That's $25 at the end of close today. But probably like $3 to see everything get hedged for. A lot of people bought the $1 puts. That's wild. Look at the implied volatility on this. 500, 600, 700, 800%. Jeez, that's ridiculous. First price started on Mullin. 8 when they were trading 6 to 20. Like 2 years, hopefully pans out. Yeah, that's kind of how I look at it too. I mean, they have the 29,000 cargo fleet order. Hold on one second, guys. Yeah, they have that big order for 29,000 vehicles. So if they say something about that soon, if they come out with a statement, I mean, do it tomorrow, Mullin. Come on, see this live stream. But in all seriousness, they have earnings. What was that, March 29th? If they talk about that, I think it'll remind investors what's going on with the actual company. And you could see a rally. But I think either way it goes, it's still cheap at these prices for the long term. As long as the company's not a scam, which it doesn't look like it, but it was kind of sketchy how it just went down for so long. Like when I first looked at it, the first thought was that's like a scam or something. But nope, it's not. They're legit. From what I could tell. It could be crazy. I don't know. Everything red tomorrow to avoid 16. Yeah, probably. Well, tomorrow's the big expiration for multiple different kinds of contracts. What is it? Futures. I know futures, options. What's the other two? Okay, quadruple witching refers to a day on which stock index futures, stock index options, stock options, and single stock futures expire simultaneously. Okay. Yeah, so lots of money gets tied up into that, and then you don't see as many moves. You know, because I seen that there's about $4 trillion worth of notional value that is locked up in those contracts. But no, I did not see the huge move in ApeCoin. I'll take a look at that in just 1 second. I heard about it though, but I didn't see it. Is it market makers that create the options? Okay, so newer stocks have fewer options. Yeah, thanks for the gold nugget, TCI. Market manipulators. Yeah, exactly. Some stocks don't have enough volume for options. Sometimes, like the cheap stocks that have been around a long time tend to have options too. Even like penny stocks, cheaper stocks that didn't always be penny stocks, right? Like a penny stock doesn't start off a penny stock, but those tend to still have options. there's a couple other factors to it, but yeah. But yeah, newer stocks, they won't have options right away. That's where you get like the warrants and stuff like that with especially like SPACs, but you get warrants and stuff with other new companies, or you can if you want to. The longer night now, brother. Oh, there we go. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Sold some Mulligan $1 puts to collect premium. Ooh, that is a good idea. Dude, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. I like that. I like the sound of that a lot. Oh yeah, dude, I'm doing, I'm totally doing that tomorrow. If like hands down, I'm doing that tomorrow. If it's not too crazy. Wait, what is it? 17? Yeah, that's still not bad. That's a 17% return for April. Sign me up. How I tell my wife AMC portfolio is down 59%. Yeah, just avoid that at all costs. Just tell her when AMC's up. Like whenever she asks, just hopefully it's a green day. Like, yeah, AMC's up 5% today. And then just tell her, you know that tell her like a Warren Buffett quote. Be like, the stock market is simply a tool used to transfer wealth from the impatient to the patient. So, babe, we got to be patient. Warren Buffett said it works like that. She'll be like, oh, okay, I know who Warren Buffett is. Are you okay? She's a drunken sailor, stumbling around. Any news or rumors who's ordering the Mulligan fleet vehicles? No, I haven't seen that. Actually, I think, what was it? A European country or something like that. I believe. Was a comment on that? Yeah, and that's why Mulligan rallied today. They were featured on Yahoo Finance Live. Mulligan was identified as a standout that is doing well among falling EV stocks due to its solid-state battery technology and strong domestic presence. It's good. It's good. We like it. But yeah, let's actually see. Does it say? Oh yeah, no, it didn't say. We checked that out already. No, it doesn't say. I thought I heard something about it though. There's still maybe a few spots available to pre-order the first batch of 5,000 set to begin production in Q4 2023. Delivery date Q2 2024. Jason Putnam, lead marketing, handles pre-orders. You can reserve it here. Nope, can't find nothing. See, since we've been on here, you've seen 101 new Mulligan posts on StockTwits. I'm just gonna leave this here to see how many we get in this hour, because you've seen thousands today. So, from what I could tell, it's not even shorts covering. So it's very interesting. Don't tell her. What I've learned in this market is it's best to buy shares, not options. That's true. I mean, like, shares never expire, right? So that's like the self-explanatory part about it. You could be wrong for a long time and then you're right, and you're right big. Options are normally like insurance. Like if you have a lot of Shares, and you think a market downturn's going to come, and you don't want to get margin called or whatever your scenario is, you can buy puts with a very close break even. You could buy a put with a 0.5% downside break even. You lost 0.5%, but you're covered, under that. So that's really what they're for. I also like options a lot for just passive income, like Vlog was saying, just selling puts and selling calls. That's more passive. But I also like to get aggressive with it. Like Snapchat this week was really good. SoFi was good. JP Morgan was good trades. I think a couple others too, but I can't remember right now. Shane Miller, what's going on? My ex-girlfriend in the middle of divorce. She's talking to me of all of a sudden she knows about my shares. I swear. Oh, man. Say not the portfolio. We're just going to leave that out. Or we'll do whatever the hell it wants to. Warren Buffett. Yep. That's the one. I think Mullin has the quick change battery system. Probably. They are they're really under the radar. And I think that's what a lot of it comes down to, is it was under the radar. People really weren't paying attention to them, especially once the fear kicked in. Like, I never heard of Mullin Automotive. Like, I've never heard of it before until a couple live streams ago. And then I was like, wow, you look into it for a minute, and the valuation, minus any debt they have, any of that, which is not all too much, you find a pretty compelling situation there. Just that Evergreen. Where you been? Yeah, where have you been, Evergreen? LTVN. Yeah, didn't that? That's the Alzheimer's one, I believe. Longeveron James. Yeah, this thing can get crazy. $3 to 45. This was after what was the other company that has a Alzheimer's drug too? They both kind of went crazy. Options are for quick profit. Yeah, I like to use a lot of different strategies for options. Like I'm not the risky guy. Like if I was riskier, I would make more, but I would also lose a lot more. And I don't like to. Like, I like to make things free. Like Facebook puts before earnings, made that free, which is great. It just worked out great. But I didn't take the risk of holding it over. So whenever I can make something free, I almost always do it. I like scalping options intraday. Yeah, I do too. I just you just gotta have like tight stops on. At least I do. But yeah, when the markets really start to, I mean, you can get some quick nice trades, like 2 days left to expiration if you're insane with it, but tight stops on those and then you'll be good. But like some of the end of the day rallies or dumps can make great trades, but you can also lose a lot quick. I got 20 AMC $15 strikes for next week. Let's fucking go. Yeah, what are those even going for? I looked, and because I was thinking about playing it for GameStop earnings, just because I think it was a something that expired tomorrow, a $16 call, I believe, for I did GameStop for $17. I'm like, if they surprise a lot, it could actually do well, but I didn't do it. I didn't pull the trigger. Holy shit, those are $1. Damn. Think of fundamental stock. What do you think of the fundamental stock price is of GME right now? That's a very interesting question, and I try to think about that myself, and it's kind of hard to put a fundamental number on it because you're factoring in the future growth of the company. It doesn't really matter necessarily what they're doing right now as much. Like, it does, but it matters more what they're going to do into the future as an investor. You don't invest in what the company is doing now. You invest in what they're going to do in the future as far as revenue and earnings and stuff like that. With GameStop, basically the whole valuation to go higher than where we are currently at. We're at $6 billion. I mean, they do a decent amount of revenue off their legacy business still. But that future growth is going to come from the NFT marketplace. And, OpenSea, $12 billion valuation, it's tough. Like, what kind of valuation would you put on a competitor to that hasn't started yet? Maybe $3 billion, maybe $2 billion, conservatively, I would imagine. Hello, Steven. Sava. Did they move today? Oh, maybe that was the one. Yeah, I think that was the one, the Alzheimer's one, huh? What's the next catalyst coming up? The next catalyst coming up, the one planned is definitely going to be the CPI, but and I believe that's what, May 10th or April 12th. That's the CPI. That's going to be another big catalyst. But it's going to be anything Russia-Ukraine, really. We also do have tomorrow, Biden is meeting with, what's his name? China's president, Xi Jinping. Is that a name? Xi Jinping. And that's going to be a big catalyst, like what they say. I don't know how much it'll actually move the markets. It could move it a lot, just depending on what's said. But China's kind of backing away from supporting Russia. Some of their foreign ministers' comments to Ukraine were very positive. Said that they will always be a friendly force to Ukraine, and they're pledged to help rebuild, and they admire the Ukrainian people for fighting for their country, and they respect their sovereign government, things like that. They said that yesterday, the Chinese foreign ambassador to Ukraine. So that could be interesting. You do have economic data point that is coming out tomorrow, but went over it in the video. I don't remember exactly what it is. But really, if we can get some kind of ceasefire or something, that's what is going to be the next big market mover. That's probably going to be a bigger move than we've seen from the Fed. If you get a ceasefire or an end to fighting, that's going to be huge. And I mean, it has to come soon. I mean, Ukraine is doing counteroffensive. They're taking back ground and holding ground. That there hasn't been any progress in at all in a week, especially around Kyiv and other larger cities. Even Mariupol, is that how you say that? Ukraine still has that city. It's circled, and that's a disaster what's going on there. But, Russia's not making any ground, and it costs a lot of money to fight a war. It costs a lot of money to fight a war. And given their current situation, they don't have long left to fight this. So I think they're going to try to find some kind of diplomatic solution out of it. They kind of have to. They kind of have to. So I think that could come pretty quick. But 2 p.m. existing home sales tomorrow, and then a lot of Fed speakers as well. But it says they're later. I don't know about the time on this. The time is always messed up on there. But Russia has an interest rate decision tomorrow. Oh, jeez. Biden is a joke. Volume was suspect on AMC today. Pretty low. I think we pumped tomorrow 100 mil. Yeah, volume was really low today. Like if you look at AMC, super low volume. 24 million. We seen 40 million yesterday. 41 million the day before that. It's the lowest volume we've seen, and let's look. Let's go back and look. Oh, yeah, lower than even this day. Yeah, this is like the lowest volume day in a very long time, huh? Is that day lower? Yeah, this day was lower. So this is the lowest volume day we've seen today since December 31st. So almost 3 months. Which is kind of crazy. Oh, GFYM. Never heard of that. Is that it? Did I say it right? It's not coming up. I don't know if I'm typing it in wrong or I can't find it. We got to keep the markets down so AMC close under 15, obviously. Yeah, I mean, I think it's not in a lot of hedge funds' interest to keep letting the markets go up. Honestly. How the Russia-Ukraine war could hit China's trade. The Asian manufacturing giant's trade surplus could narrow to 238 billion this year, just about 35% of the historical high of 676 billion attained last year, according to estimates from ANZ Research. The war in Ukraine will soon start to weigh on net trade due to softer foreign demand and higher import bill. Okay. Interesting. But yeah, they need to end the damn war, and markets go nuts. Markets go nuts when that happens. Like, it'll be crazy. Look what happened back in June before the squeeze. Wasn't the volume that low? Yeah, it was really low. Yeah, low volume's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, it's lower activity, but you want to see low volume heading into high volume. And I used to talk about this more, but when you see this back-to-back volume, like low, high, low, high, low, high, you don't really get a big move in one direction or the other. You kind of just stay within a range. If you start to get consistently low volume, when volume does come in, you tend to see moves off that. That's not even just for AMC. That's with any stock. But yeah, the before June, the volume was in between 20, 30, some days 40 million, 15 million right here. That was a really low one. But yeah, 30 to 40 million, 20s, couple days right before June, the June rally. MOS tomorrow, if not Monday. That would be cool. I would take that. I think I'm down like, yeah, pretty penny on AMC, like 50-60%. Jimmy disappointment will drag down AMC tomorrow. Play the oil names tomorrow. Yeah, oil looks solid. 2.5% it looks like. This could be just a futures fake out. I mean, this doesn't necessarily mean we will be red tomorrow. It looks solid, kind of. The Dow is down 0.5%. NASDAQ down 0.85%, S&P down 0.68%. So it's pretty solid red, but it doesn't mean we have to be red tomorrow. Like even oil was up today, like a lot. Oil was up. What was oil up today? Like stupid numbers, wasn't it? Like 8% or something. I think 8%. And the markets were green today, which typically, if oil is up that much, the markets would be down. But that did not happen today. So it wouldn't surprise me to wake up, markets are up 1%. Like, it wouldn't surprise me to see that, honestly. Yeah, power to the people. Smash the like button. It's a Lou reference, man, not a stock. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't really watch Lou. That's funny though. You can see I was clueless. I'm looking up tickers and yeah, I don't know. That one was over my head. Buy some 0 days expiration on the SPY and watch your account 10x on a ceasefire day. Hopefully it goes. Dude, that would be hilarious. Oh, man. I don't think I could emotionally do that. Like, imagine that. You put your whole portfolio into a contract that expires in like 2 hours. And then you finally get the ceasefire and the markets just rip. I don't know. Some people would, though. Not financial advice, because if you do that, that's not my fault. Blame Shane for putting the idea in your brain. I've done shit like that, though. And it's worked out good, and then it's also I've got stopped out of positions before. What, love? Go get your baba. Oh, Mullin ride past the 250. I think so. I mean, we were up above that today, but we didn't close above that. I definitely think so. I don't know if it'll happen tomorrow, but I think it'll definitely happen. You're scared of Mullin? Oh, didn't you say you had like a lot in it or something? I remember you were talking about it. I don't remember why, but why are you scared of Mullin? What's up with your pops, Lou? I don't know, man. I don't know what his deal is. He just like left me as a child. I don't know. I'm just playing. That's fucked up. How about selling some puts in AMC for premiums? Not a bad idea. If you have the capital to do it, you probably get really good premiums though. Wonder what is the implied volatility on? Yeah, AMC's implied volatility is always insane. It probably will be for a very long time too. But I would sell like if I was gonna do that right now, I'd probably do the maze. Yeah, sell a $15 not financial advice, but you sell like a $15 put costs you $1,500. You have to lock up that money, so that sucks. That's the bad part about it. But you would only lose money if the stock price was under $12.31. I don't think that would happen, but if the markets do come down, it definitely could. Or even like the cheap ones too. I mean, you could get really cheap with it. Sell some $3 puts. Like, how do you lose on that? Sell $3 puts. 3 puts. I got 5 calls from Mullin. 250 next week. There you go. Need to watch Lou Tyler. Tomorrow is quarterly options. Interesting moves up and down. Yeah, that's what I was explaining earlier. Like, a lot of money gets is not tied up anymore after tomorrow. But especially next week too. It's gonna open us up to see more moves for sure. Platform's been on point with Mulligan Flow. This has helped determine where the price could go. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. There we go. I like the Mulligan Flow. I like the Mulligan Flow. Yeah, people selling a lot of $5 calls on Mullin. It looks like. $169 new Mullin posts. Mullin 360 end of the day. $23 price target. Thanks, Yahoo Finance. Running to 10 like Neo did when it was discovered and got popular years ago. Mullin at 10. How cool would that be? Wake up and the thing's up like 200%. There's honestly a chance you could wake up and it's probably like up 100%. It's a chance. It's a chance. You guys want to see something good, though? You guys want to see something good? Doesn't revolve around Mullin or AMC, but look at this. Look at SoFi insiders. Look at this. They're buying the dip. They're buying the dip like crazy. They bought it back here. And look, they're just loading up down here. Oh, fuck. Man. What did I just do? Yeah. Anthony Noto and this guy. Micah Hevner. Buying the dip. Like $1.42 million. Ever since about March 3rd. So recently. Under 10. Or around 10, under 10. You don't see a lot of insider buying these days. So it's good to see. It's good to see. Clove's about to pop. No, Brandy was laughing. Yeah, what's up, Brandy? What's up, Brandy? Bought Mullin at $1.11, so me holding is better than day trading it. Yeah, I still think that's definitely a good price. And I mean, if you wanted to be sure about having a winning trade basically without selling out right away, you could sell covered calls on it and collect decent amounts of premium back. What? 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 did an April $12. Alright, go get Baba. AMC just doesn't have the volume right now to make any rally stick. Yeah, and I think that's ultimately, in my opinion, I look at things a little bit different. I try to look at the macro picture, not really like a day-to-day picture. But, you know, that's a good point. The way that I like to see it is you're kind of resetting the potential volume, potential FOMO that comes in. Because not too often you hear about a trade, you see everybody talking about it, you buy in, and it does exceptionally well. Like most of the good trades I've noticed, most of the people that make the money are first to it, or sooner rather than later. And right now, you're watching all of the air leave the balloon, right? When they say like the bubble, the stock market's in a bubble, they'll say like the air is going out of the bubble or it's out of the bubble. If you guys watch any financial people or get any kind of insights, it's like that saying, like AMC, the air is out of the bubble right now. There's room for it to inflate again, and it probably will happen very fast when it does. But yeah, the volume is a good indicator of that. Yeah, but the volume always low, going high. That's what you want to see. More attention Mulligan gets, the more shorts will come in. Short interest has started to climb. Yeah, Mullin's a good one. I can't believe Super Show was so early to it. I don't know. It's good though. I don't have the stomach to watch it tomorrow. How many shares do you have? I bought the stock. What's covered calls? So basically, like you said, you bought it at $1.11. You can go to the option chain. If you have 100 shares or more, you can sell a covered call. So basically, like, go out to, not financial advice, do what you want in that regard, but you go out to like a May 20th or July, and you could say that you will agree to sell your 100 shares at $5 per share. You'll make lots of money, and but in the meantime, you would collect $87. So if you spent $111 for 100 shares, then you'd get $87 back for that. So you'd essentially get your initial investment back and then give yourself the difference, up until $5. Like, you're going to make money on that, but worst case scenario, if the stock didn't go back up for a long time, you would still collect almost your initial investment back. Or you could go to the $4 strike, agree to sell 100 shares at $4 and collect 100. The worst case in that scenario, you'd lose $11. And you really wouldn't lose it because you'd still have your stock, if that makes sense. So you're basically agreeing to sell your stock at whatever strike you want, $4, $5, $7.50, $10, but you're only forced to sell it if it's above that. So if the stock goes to $10, you agree to sell it at $5. That sucks. You still got to sell it at $5 because you agreed to do that. But it's a way to get your initial investment back without actually selling out. And still giving yourself a lot of upside. Well, it has a lot of liquidity right now to day trade it, just saying. Oh, yeah, the implied volatility is crazy. Especially look at the March 18th. 850% implied volatility. That's crazy. I mean, I wouldn't touch any of these with a 10-foot pole tomorrow, but the Mays probably look decent for a trade. Or the April 14th too, but a little bit more expensive. Tonight, 130 million shares on loan, 30% short interest. Do you think the numbers will be lower this time around? No, I think the short interest is probably going to continue to climb, but at a at a slower pace. Oh, 3,100. Oh, geez. Okay. Look at that. You have 3,100 shares times, what'd you say? $1.11 was your average. So you spent what? 3,400, like 3,500 bucks for that. You could go and collect. Let's pull this up. I don't want to make it too, crazy here, but you spent like, let's call it 3,500. So, but you could do it 34 times. So 34, and let's say you agree to sell a May $5 call, or July. Let's go to July. You get a little bit more premium for that. Decided to sell the $5 for 0.87. I should have just times. Okay, I'm stupid. Times 87. You'd collect $3,000 for doing that. But you'd agree to sell all your stock at $5, which is a damn good deal. Damn good deal. So yeah, like, that's free and clear though. You'd collect almost $3,000 free and clear. You don't have to sell your stock. Worst case scenario, you have to sell your stock for what, 3,500 times 5? Let's just say 3,500 times for $17,500. That's your worst case scenario. You have to sell your stock for $17,500. Or that's really your best case scenario. But you still collect $3,000. So all in all, you could make $20,000 on that if Mullin is above $5 per share by July. But if it goes to 10, you're still only going to make $20,000. Does that make sense? But you got a winner. I would, try to do that, or not. That's not financial advice, but I would do something to make sure you're protecting yourself and you get something out of it. Because you collect 3,000, you still have the shares. So I mean, you'd have to lose. What would the share price have to be? Like if you collected 3,000, the share price would have to go down to like 20 cents before you actually lost on that position, because you'd still have the stock. You have 3,400 shares. That's kind of wild. Yeah, that's like a risk-free trade if you did that and got your initial investment back, or something along those lines, or anything. Sell puts or do whatever. But yeah, if it tanks, you hold. Yeah. Well, you want it to tank. Like if you're selling I would want it to tank, because I wouldn't want to sell my stock not even at 5. This is a passive income strategy. So you don't want Mullin above, your strike that you're agreeing to sell it at. Like in theory, you'd want it to stay low till your expiration's done, and then you want it to rally, and then at that point you collected almost your entire initial investment back for free. Who cares how long it takes at that point? You got money in the bank. You can still have your shares and your money is back. The rest is free. Yeah, that's the other good strategy that I like. But when you're sitting on a big gain like that, it almost makes sense to me to sell the covered calls and get your initial investment back like that, because if the price of the stock went above 5, you'd make $20,000. If you sold half, you had 1,700 shares left roughly. Go to 5. What's 1,700 times 5? But none of them are bad strategies. You'd make 8,500 minus, well, that would be profit. That'd be profit compared to 1,750 and comparatively to like 14,000 profit just selling the cover calls. So either way, it's good. Yeah, that's what I usually like to do with options is sell enough to make it free and then hold the rest for free. But that's a good point. That's a good point. Can you sell cover calls on just a cash account? Honestly, I don't know. I don't think so. Well, you should be able to, but some brokerages are a little bit weird with how they do things. As long as you have the stock, you should be good. But you can actually sell a covered call as well and not have the stock. And that's where you have to, your collateral and all that gets a little crazy. But as long as you have the shares, you should be good. That's what I would think. Having trailing stop loss already mitigated dump in the stock. Yeah, I would just, sell the cover calls. Me personally, but that's not financial advice, The thing could go to $10 next Monday, and you'd be probably mad at me. You'd still make 20 grand, but it'd still be, anything can happen with it. I'm just a risky, kind of safe guy. I'm willing to take bets, but when I can confirm that I'm correct, and once I see the profits, and I want to make sure I de-risk at that point, at least a little bit. So, when AMC will go back to 40. Well, you got a lot of things working against us right now, and the fact that we're not a penny stock like other stocks. Look at Skills, or look at something else that used to be a high-flying company that's now a penny stock. AMC in that regard has actually held up very, very well, believe it or not. It could be a lot worse out there, and it is for a lot of other stocks. There's a lot working against us, though. There's a lot of uncertainties, and the only thing the markets hate more than bad news is uncertainty. That's it. The markets can handle bad news. They can't handle uncertainty, so a lot of that is going on. And then you actually have fundamental changes going on in the stock market, like the Fed raising rates, growth fears slowing down, those kind of fears, and that comes with fears of a recession. You have commodity prices going up, which dramatically increases all of that. You have high inflation, and at this point, each company has to prove itself, and I think AMC is doing that, and I think they're going to continue to do that, and prove everybody wrong. $40, it's not out of the question, just off of a rally, sometime this year, but I don't know, when. I wouldn't want to come out and just say that, but I've said I think the situation when the liquidity will be super low, markets are in the dirt, you're really prone for short squeezes like we've seen with Volkswagen, right? That was at the bottom of the markets. I think that is end of summer, fall time. You're gonna see China's economy in the floor, like it already is. They hide shit a lot better, but a lot of China's economy segments is not doing so good. Add COVID on that, not looking good at all. Russia, they're already going to be in a default if they don't stop this war within 2 weeks. They probably got 2 weeks left, and then they're going to default. Country's going to go bankrupt, and citizens are going to be the one that pay for that. But topic for a different video, but yeah, I forgot what else I was going to say. There's just a lot working against us. And I think it's all going to come together end of the year, summertime, all that. That's when we're going to be in the rate hike cycle. Companies' earnings are going to look like dog shit compared to 2021. My personal opinion. Could be wrong. Nobody knows what happens when you give out trillions of dollars in stimulus to people, let them spend it, and then not do that the next year. We are experimenting with modern monetary policy. We've never given out this much money and seen the after effects of it. We've never seen. And from what I've seen, and I'm sure what you guys have seen, people got that money, they spent that money, it's gone. People don't have that kind of money. They're not out here going crazy anymore. Taxes come around, sure, people spend more money. After that, by summer, midsummer, then late summer, before that holiday spending season, not much money is going to get spent on just any and everything. So I think that's where it's going to be really, really hard to make your numbers look good, like really hard. That's why I think advertisement companies might actually do well this year too. Like Snapchat. I think Snapchat can actually do really well this year. Because when your consumer starts to spend less, sometimes it makes sense to advertise more and try to get that market share. Check with Fidelity and TD. I think TD requires a margin call. I have about 1K shares across 3 accounts. Yeah, that's my favorite strategy. That's my favorite strategy of all time. Like when when it comes to options, is selling covered calls, because you can't lose on it. Like, you literally cannot lose on selling a covered call unless you sell it under your current price, right? You can lose out on additional profits. Like, if the stock ran to 100, you might beat yourself up because of that. But you can always sell, if you have 3,400 shares, you could sell 34 covered calls if you wanted to, collect your maximum amount of money. Or you could sell 20. So you collect over half of your initial investment back. So you de-risk yourself by doing that quite a bit. It makes it very hard to lose on that trade, but you also still have half of your shares that you can sell additional cover calls for higher if the price does go up. Downside is, if the price goes down, you're not going to get nearly as much for those cover calls, those remaining 14 that you wanted to sell, theoretically. Ooh, Vlog always with the good questions. Next big AMC movie release. Is it Top Gun? I think Top Gun and what's the other one? Is it Marvel? I think it's Marvel. Isn't it Marvel? Okay. That was on Netflix. I watched that one. That one did not go to theaters, did it? Well, some of Netflix movies do go to theaters, actually. Man, I want pictures. Doctor Strange, yeah, Marvel movie. When does this one come out, though? I believe it's pretty soon. May 6th, that one comes out. I think that's going to be a decent movie. May, Puss in Boots. I don't know how that one's going to do, but Sonic 2 might do decent. Okay, I don't want your hanger. But yeah, Doctor Strange, Marvel, if anything, Marvel pretty much does well. Spider-Man, another Spider-Man movie. When does that come out? Is it like cartoon though? Across the Spider-Verse? That's October 7th. Okay, these are not timed.
Let me see them.
Where is the Yeah, they're all just sporadic. Thor Love and Thunder, that's going to be a good one, I think. It's not like cartoony, is it? No. That's July, but DC, League of Super Pets, Spider-Man, October, Wonka Forever, Black Panther, November. Jurassic World Dominion, June 10th. That's going to be a big movie. That's for sure going to be a big movie. Top Gun Maverick, May 27th. Fantastic Beast. I don't know about that one. The Lost City, March 25th. So that one's just around the corner. That looks to be a good one. That's got Sandra Bullock and what's his name? 21 Jump Street guy. What the hell's his name? Channing Tatum. Doctor Strange. Yeah, May 6th. Sonic the Hedgehog, April 8th. Morbius, April 1st. That's actually my birthday. Eiffel, April 8th. The Contractor, April 1st. Yeah, so it looks like good movies are coming out. A Day to Die. The Batman, March 4th. Yeah, I'm like, that came out already. This guy's hilarious. It's Game of Thrones, dude. The little guy. What's his? I don't know his name. I can't think of names right now. I really never can. Yes, those are some of the ones that are coming out. Tyrion. Yeah, so some good ones coming out, but a majority of the movies that are going to be big are definitely coming out the second half of the year. Lots of good movies. Like, this one actually looks really good, and I'm actually weirdly excited for this one. Lightyear, but like Buzz Lightyear, June 17th. I'm actually excited for that. I will definitely be going to the movies a couple times this year. Probably more than I would like to admit, honestly. It's good, though. It's good, though. Just beware of FOMO on Mullin. Yeah, I would definitely be aware of that. Cash account cover calls are authorized. There we go. There we go with a little confirmation. Do you think holding log is best for 2022? Oh, long is best for 2022? Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much all I do. You know, I look at it like, are these companies going to be bigger companies in the future than they are now? And if I don't think so, I usually don't buy them. You know, if I thought Mullin, at worst case scenario, was not going to grow at all, I wouldn't have bought it. Like that's the thing. Like, I don't like to buy companies that are not at least a solid story fundamentally, you know, growing. That's why I like a lot of random penny stocks. Like if I could see the vision there, I'm good with it. But if not, it's like I have a really hard time putting a lot of money into something. I'll throw around $100, $200 in bullshit stocks that I really don't care what happens with them, because I figure, hey, probably gonna lose 50% or I'm gonna make 1,000%. One or the other. It could take years, it could take days or weeks, but I'm not willing to risk a lot in it. But Mullin, I think there's definitely a future there. It's not going to be like Tesla, though. It's not going to be like Tesla, but it's going to be good. And they will dilute the stock eventually. Like, I'm fully prepared for that, too. Yo, Ling. Ling. Go get your baba. Baba. Go get baba.
Come here, princess.
Baba. So, Tyler, you're a fool's baby. Yes, I am. April Fools. Your life's a joke. Ha ha, I've heard that one before. I've been a joke since I was born. Fuckers. I've heard that one before. Oh, what's the next hat, bro? Bunny ears? Yeah, you'll just have to wait and see it. It's St. Patrick's Day. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a real good one. Yo, Ling. Come on, Ling. Say AMC to the moon.
Say hi.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi.
Question. Didn't Adam Aaron say to not expect a good Q1 due to there not being many blockbusters? Yeah, worthy movies coming out till later on in the year. Yeah, but you know, Batman was decent. So, you know, it's not going to be anything comparatively to the last quarter or the rest of 2022. But yeah, I still think it'll be okay, just not knock your socks off. But it is possible that AMC has a record revenue year. I think the record for AMC is like $5.5 billion. Like the box office, regardless of what people say, like it has been growing almost every single year consistently. Like it's much bigger now than it used to be. Like analysts love to tell you that like the box office isn't growing or anything. Some years it's a little bit you know, better or worse than the last, but it has trended to the upside every single year. Well, every, you know, period of time. Like the box office used to be small, like couple $1 billion, and just has kept growing. Like the box office in like the 30s, 40s, 50s was so low compared to what it is now. How do you feel about the market rally? I think it's kind of like a green light to buy the dip on stocks and then sell in May and go away. You know, the Fed kind of said, like, we're going to let the data do what it does. We're going to give you a 0.5 point rate hike. Here's what we're going to do. Pretty much 7 rate hikes throughout the year. It kind of sets us up to see a potential surprise to the upside, right? If the Fed says 7 rate hikes, but something changes and they only do 4 or 5, that's going to be a huge bullish thing when initially 7 rate hikes was a really shitty outlook, if that makes sense. So I think it's not really a hugely justified rally, but I think it's good if you're buying quality stocks. Okay, she just does not want to leave. She's getting into everything. Say hi. Say butthead. April 11th is mine. Oh, we got another April baby in here. There we go. There we go. Oh, that's what I love about you, man. You have a great sense of humor. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Popcorn on all the shelves. Man, when I see AMC popcorn in the store, I'm probably going to freak out. Like, I'm going to lose my marbles. I'm going to lose my cool. It's good, though. It's good. Watch them have a... Dude. How crazy would it be if they have, like a gold-plated package or something? Because they invested in a gold miner. That would be great. Last question, man. But would you ever attend my wedding? Oh, gladly. I've been to one wedding before. And, man, let me tell you, it was probably the funnest thing I've ever done. I was dancing. I was drinking. I was dancing. Having so much fun. You know, I was out there dancing with all the girls, and their boyfriends were all mad because they didn't want to dance, and I just wanted to dance. And they were all freaking out. Well, not freaking out, but they're like eyeing you down. They're like, come dance. None of them wanted to dance. But you want to eye your girl down because she wants to dance. Last question, man. But if you had 200 July 15, 145 AMC calls, what would you do with them if you don't think we are running anytime soon? Depends if like you're up on them, if you're down on them. Okay, go. You've had too much sugar. Well, she got a peep in her hand. Popcorn comes from China. Yeah, but it's a tough scenario. You do have time on them, but 145 is way out there. It might make sense to just sell out, just depending what how you're looking. If you have profits, I would definitely take the profits though. What think Mullin? I like Mullin. That's like what we've mostly been talking about, honestly. Like this is like a channel to wherever the opportunity is, we're gonna talk about it. If there's something good that I like, I'm definitely gonna express more enthusiasm about it. But Mullin, good one for sure. Good one. I like it. I hope tomorrow we wake up and it's up like 100%. If that says anything. Oh, that'd be dope. You could crash my wedding and steal my wife and I'd act like I hate that. Oh. That's hilarious. What about a divorce party? LOL. Oh man, I've never been. If they got those, I'm in. I'm there all day. A divorce party. Oh man, I can only imagine. Half the people are gonna be just really mad, and half are gonna be like drunk as hell, happy. Like wow. I can imagine that though. Divorce party. They got Bud Light. I'm more of like a Jack and Coke kind of guy, or a Moscow Mule. It's probably not around no more, but the sanctions on Russia. Moscow Mules are gone. Like, yeah, we don't serve that no more. Moscow, no, can't do it. Down about 50%. Yeah, I might just take it at that point. Just take the depending on the size too. I mean, you said you had 200 of them. I might just take the L and sell out. It's hard to say though, because if we get another move to the upside here shortly, it'll do all right. You have till July. That's 7. So that's about 4 months away. You start to lose a lot of premium per day to time decay around 3 months. But yeah, tough one. Oh, 51 average. Yeah, I might just take the loss, or you could always sell out and then rebuy ones that are further out or closer to the money, but that's a tough call. What's your entry? Mullin? 70 cents. 0.7032. 500 shares. It's now 2.73% of my portfolio. Up about 224%. Up about $788. It's good. I only put like $350 into it. And it's kind of one of those. I really don't care what happens. I'll sell covered calls if it goes up. I might do that tomorrow. That's the way that I look at it. But I do like the amount of like FOMO that it's getting. A lot of attention. I mean, another 150 posts. Again, that's like 400. What, since we started this? So it's good. People are very excited though. 260 plus against tomorrow, it says. Okay. I like it though. Sometimes I just scroll through stock twits because you can get jacked, like jacked to the tits on stock twits. Just the hype here is great. Very entertaining. Do you trade option spreads? Yes or no? Yeah, all different kinds. I had some butterflies that I just recently had. I sold that out for like a 500% profit. It was actually kind of insane. And thank God I did, because I sold out, and then 2 days later was expiration. And I would have lost all of it. So it's good. He said I like Jim Beam straight out of the freezer, no chaser. Oh yeah. We picked up. Welcome you last week. Picked up 3,500 Mullin shares at 71. Thank you. Yeah, I think it's a good opportunity. I think it's good. I think the risk to reward just made a hell of a lot of sense. Crown straight. Yeah, peach crown is really good straight. Like Jack Tennessee yeah, Jack Daniels the honey one. Tennessee honey. Yeah, I like that too. But Jose Cuervo's is probably like my favorite liquor for sure. I just like the buzz, I guess. The worst. What is it? The herb. The Jaeger. Ugh. That's terrible. I'll drink it, don't get me wrong. The divorce the divorce party and the wedding, but oh man. First time I tried that, I'm like, is this like plants? Is this plants in here? Tasted herby. Y'all are crazy if you drink that shit. Y'all are crazy. I think they would let AMC run to about 16.25. They're hedging hard. They don't want too much puts or calls in the money, but we will see what happens. Yeah, probably. It'll be interesting to see what happens tomorrow. Like with what's it called? With Oracle, they were down like 10% off the initial reaction of earnings, and then we did rebound the next day, and we were up like 3%. Actually, was it you, Big Blue CNC, in the trading group? He had waited until after. He didn't go in on it. When I did, he basically did after earnings and got it at a great moment. Did much better than me. Like, good trade. Makes me too hot-headed. Yeah, Captain Morgan. 3 more bottles, Crown Peach this morning. Yeah, it's pretty hard to find here in Michigan anyways. It's like not it's not everywhere. It's like not too common. Only certain places will have it. There's a store in San Francisco that sells you Ziploc bags of your favorite mixed drink bottle, a cup of ice with a straw, and you what? No. San Francisco? Isn't San Francisco like really bad? It's like went downhill a lot. That's what I heard. Said because I didn't have cat. Oh yeah, yeah, that was a good one though. That's a good one. Why do you have Mullin up? Well, I just start talking, answering questions, and not really look at the screen too much. NASDAQ, I mean, things have not really moved this whole time. NASDAQ down 0.92%. S&P down 0.74%. Dow down about 0.63%. I believe the volume here with the futures is not that much right now. Go ahead and refresh this and see what it's looking at. Looking like decent, but not that high of volume. So and really no news that is causing this. So if you're not seeing any news that's coming out that's causing this, it's probably not going to be a solid down day. Like, the markets need something. The markets are like fiends for news. If there's no news, could be a really good thing. You know, if there's bad news, it's bad. If there's good news, it's good. But without any news, it's like the markets are confused at that point. Hey, bro, I was scrolling through my portfolio and it was showing AMC was up 6,000%. It was weird. I'm not lying. I believe you. I believe you. It does weird shit. Little glitches in the matrix. The alternate dimensions. You know, that's a trippy concept. Like have you guys ever thought about somebody or something, and they'll like call you, like as you were going to call them? Well, like I was watching this doctor. Oh, thank you, Khaleesi. Thank you. No, I was watching this doctor that said that like our brains work on like wavelengths, like kind of how you change the radio to different channels and on a different wavelength. So like you kind of communicate with each other telepathically, and yeah, it's just a glitch in the matrix sometimes. You go. I'm jealous of the Mulligan gains, but scared to chase the FOMO. Yeah, sometimes it's just better to not. Like, there will always be the next trade. Trust me, there will always be the next one. Yo, look here. Look right here. Look. Look. Say, we gotta go. All right. Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go lay her down and cuddle. He said, what am I thinking right now? Well, you're probably thinking about stocks or money. Am I right? Am I right? Or you're thinking about alcohol or the alternate dimensions, like the Matrix. Thinking about time travel. I don't know. Yo, okay. I gotta go, guys. I'm having a blast talking to you, but my child runs my life. So, yeah. I do appreciate you guys for tuning in. And thank you. Say goodbye. She says go. Okay. So you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel on your way out. Get yourself those free stocks. You guys know the spiel. If you want to come trade with us as well, linked in the description of this live stream or in the last video in the pinned comment. Yep. You guys enjoy the rest of your night, and I'm